Plaintiff Richard Bailey says when he started dating the defendant, he felt like the luckiest man in the world. But his luck soon ran out. Richard claims the defendant was abusive, and she constantly accused him of cheating. And he's suing her because she ran her car into his car. Defendant Catherine May admits that she didn't trust Richard, but that's because he ended up cheating on her with his witness. Catherine denies owing Richard for anything.
Start with you.
Well, this stems from our relationship of past.
What years were you all, or months were you all in a relationship?
14 hard months. 14 hard months of labor.
Hard labor.
It's like 14. Hard labor.
Yeah, right.
Yes. Catherine, our relationship started off beautiful. I cannot ask for a better person. I thought that's what I get when you're lucky. I found out my luck ran out. She became truly abusive.
How did she change?
Well, the scratch and sniff test was one.
You used to come in late or what have you?
When I come in, yes, sir, absolutely. I have the sniff test and be scratched up trying to defend home front. Yeah.
Okay.
Scratch and sniff test. Yeah.
Did you pass regularly?
Only she could get you that answer because I started trying to.
Only she? What did she say? Did she say that?
No, assume the position.
I know, but when she finished?
When she sentenced, sometimes
did she say you did something? 9
times out of 10, I always did something.
Okay, that's what I'm asking
well,
you.
Absolutely.
She would usually conclude that you had done something.
Yeah, you might have cleaned up a little bit. You know,
okay, say you smell like soap.
Yeah, too much like soap.
Okay,
too much
all
like
right.
soap.
Or
you didn't walk
perfume.
far enough. Yeah. You didn't walk far enough.
Oh, you didn't do what?
You didn't walk far enough. You smell still fresh.
Oh.
Should have traveled a little farther around. Took the long route.
How often did you have to go through this?
Roughly, that lasted periodically almost the entire relationship.
And you did it. All right, let me hear from you.
Well, it was a reason for that. Look, so at the same time...
And you should have just left. If that was something that you were so determined to do and it caused strife in the relationship and you couldn't get past doing that.
He kept coming back. He kept coming back to me.
That's why I'm telling me he's a fool. How did she change?
The scratch and sniff test was one.
You used to come in late or what have you?
Absolutely, I have the sniff test and be scratched up trying to defend home front.
It was a reason for that. Look.
Defendant Catherine May dated the plaintiff, but she claims he cheated on her with his witness.
Let's get to how she was involved in that. What prompted you to do that based on her?
Because she done been to my house before with her boyfriend, so it's supposed to have been, but she was supposed to have been married.
Okay, but how did you determine that coming there to see him with her boyfriend meant he was messing with her?
They together.
They together now?
Yeah, they're together now. But I figured they was already seeing each other.
And what happened to this guy she was coming over there with?
It was supposedly when one of his friends. I don't know all his friends, so he just introduced me to him, and I just keep it moving. But never seen him again. Okay. That's how I knew it was all about her.
I don't know whether to believe, ma'am. I know he's a fool, but he ain't that big a fool.
Yes, he is. Crazy. Yes, he is. He
to
always
bring his woman over to your house while you there and play it off like she with the other guy. I don't believe that.
I'm at work and he bring people in.
You're a fool, but you ain't that big of a fool.
Not that big of a fool.
For letting us sniff up and down. You're number one.
Might be somebody good and crazy. Somebody might be good
Turn around.
and crazy.
Lift up your arm.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sir. I just can't get past that.
Your Honor,
I know
don't
that
traumatize
happens.
me, Your Honor, because I like to assume the position then.
Go ahead,
but
sir. Tell me about this visit with your current woman and that so-called boyfriend of hers.
See, this is a personal friend of mine. Her friend at the time is a close friend of mine, a male friend of mine. Just my interaction with anybody of the opposite sex caused these thoughts, these type of actions. And that's one of the reasons that separated us to this day.
You all on date?
Me
yes.
We were on a date. When the date in question of this incident here, I would consider it a date, but it was generally just lunch. And I was venting.
A date is when you're interested romantically, sir.
Well, okay, then
and that
put it like
being the
that.
case, she might have been on to something if you brought that woman over to your house in front of her with your good buddy, and the next thing you know, y'all going on a date.
In
Thank
all
you.
truth,
Thank you.
it sounds like
Thank
that,
you.
but
Yeah.
in
No
my
wonder you got sniffed on. You better start doing some.
That's right.
You better start doing some sniffing, because there ain't no telling what he doing. You don't sniff?
Oh, she gonna get it
How
too.
you find out?
It goes around in a circle.
Your Honor, I don't know what.
Come on, stand up. What you do to catch him?
Your Honor.
You don't have a process?
No, I don't need
Sniffing
a
worked for
process.
her?
I don't need that.
Go ahead.
I'm good. Number one, she's kind of off because we went out that one time when she came out like a banshee.
On a
I
date,
didn't want any
like
parts
he
of that
said, on a date.
anymore.
And
Like he
yeah,
said, on a
and
date.
But that was way after Judge Mathis.
long
That was
after?
like
Just
maybe
how long
a
He
year.
ain't
after?
no business over
Oh,
there. though.
why?
Quiet.
sweetie.
How long
I'm
after?
talking to Judge.
How long after?
Maybe a year. And I wasn't dating
He
the
didn't
man that I
say
came
a
over with.
year. How long was it?
No.
How
The
long
incident
before, sir? How long
Before the
after
scratch and
breaking
sniff?
up with her did you begin dating your witness?
One time.
one time.
How long after dating
months.
her did that one
2
time
months.
occur?
That was too much, but when she
because
seen her at
said
the house
1
was a year.
you say 2
But I didn't-
months. You
That
better
was
have
a
seat,
year for the
ma'am.
incident.
Get to what you're suing there about. We see what time it is, sir.
Yeah.
That's why you're getting sniffed on. Go ahead.
That part.
What you suing
I'm-
for? Tell
I'm
me
suing
about
for the
the
damage
car
of my
damages.
automobile,
Tell me
sir.
about the car damages.
The car damage is $3,285 worth of damage.
What happened?
On the day in question, when I was saying our date,
Tell me the date, approximately.
March the 6th,
Uh-huh.
March the 6th, 2019.
When you all on your date.
We were on our date. We was at a downtown restaurant.
Got it.
An outdoor restaurant. We sat there, we talked, we had lunch. I left from our lunch, we were sitting in the car. Catherine comes in her truck and is driving straight toward the car. I made her sit in the car. She made a note, she said, "Is that your lady?" I said, "I hope this ain't the pardon my language." But to any rate, I tried to move the car out the way because she started running. I'm asking her, "What you got going on? Me and you through. You need to go head on out your business." As I go and park back in, she comes, backs it on up, gave it right to me, smashed the car in question. Now she has this blank stare in her
I know
face.
this woman didn't do this, sir.
As you preach, lies somebody tell. As you preach, she tried to take the little fella in. She tried to take me in.
Both of y'all.
Well, at least you're being real. Now she being real. When she smashed this automobile, she has this blank stare. I get out the car. I'm asking what the hell is wrong with you. Now she don't want to go to jail.
What happened to her car when she smashed?
She smashed it with her back of her darn truck. She went right on
Not
out her
much
business.
damage. Okay.
That part.
It cost $3,000 in repairs.
Absolutely.
Okay. And when you've asked for your money, what has she said?
She gave me $200 at the scene because she didn't want to go to jail. Nobody don't want.
Okay. Let me hear from you, ma'am.
I gave him $200.
No, tell me what happened first.
Oh, yeah. I was upset because the simple fact is he always playing games with me. I
What
feel
type
like
of games?
He lies a lot. He'll take my car and he'll go. He'd be gone for like 2 or 3 days. People like this, he'll be all in my car, and I'm just really fed up with it.
Defendant Catherine May dated the plaintiff, but she claims he cheated on her with his witness.
Were you all broken up March 6th?
Yes, we was.
So why did you do it? You all were broke up.
Because he would come and play games with me.
What kind of games? You were
he'll
broke
call-
up.
Yeah. It broke up to him is mean we separated, but he'll call me and be like, "Okay, well, can I come over?" Blase squad.
But you still broke up.
But we still broke up.
So why is he playing games? He just come on. He want to come over.
If he's coming over.
No.
to see
If
me-
you are allowing him to
Yeah,
come over, let's
I'm
start
allowing him
there.
to come over. Yeah.
Ain't nobody trying to go back.
Quiet, sir.
Yeah, I'm allowing him to come over.
Right. So how is he playing games?
Because he's lying to me. He's
Lying to you
telling me-
about what?
Telling me that we can be together. He's
Okay.
telling me we can be together.
How many times has he done that?
Too many.
You've
5 or
allowed
6.
that too many times.
Yeah. Because
So
I care
you're
about
playing
it.
games too.
No,
you
I'm
know
not.
that's what the man is gonna do because
Well-
he's done it
Before.
Too many times. So you keep letting him do it, you're playing games. Then on March 6th, totaled this man's car because you was mad. You weren't even going with the man. He had his woman there, his new woman. Judgment for the plaintiff. You admit to totaling his car because you were mad after he broke up and you saw him with another woman. You should have just stuck to sniff it. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
You ain't do better than me, that's for sure. So,
Sweetie, you know you can get it whenever you're ready.
I'm all right with whatever.
But
I
I'm
know.
a lady.
So keep with it. Yeah, I hope y'all have a great time together, because it won't last long. You'll be next.
Sweetie, I'm nothing like you, so mind your business. Touch your nose.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you do.
Keep your
Sniffing.
mouth closed.
You bloodhound.
Keep
I
your
am
mouth
so
closed.
happy.
Keep sniffing.
Keep
that
your
this
mouth
is over.
closed, baby.
May
You're
God
going to
keep
start
you and
sniffing
bless you
after a
all.
while.
No, I don't do that
Thank
because
you.
I'm
Yes.
a lady.
Come
You
on.
ain't.
Let's go.
Plaintiff Donna Gowen and her daughters Michelle Wallace and Angela Gasparic say Donna married the defendant when she was 14 and he was 19, and he cheated on her numerous times. Donna claims the defendant denies paternity of both Michelle and Angela, so she petitioned the court for 2 DNA tests. Defendant Ronald Gasparic believes that Donna got pregnant with Michelle while they were separated, and he suspects his brother may be Angela's biological father. Ronald just wants to put this to rest, so he agreed to take the DNA tests.
And we're here today to determine paternity. And we're glad to be able to accommodate your desires and wishes, and let's get started with it.
Well, we got married at a very young age, at 14 and 19.
14? And he was 19?
Yes, sir.
That was illegal.
Well, not in Kentucky. Not in Kentucky.
How things have changed, but go ahead.
But as things progressed, he started cheating on me very bad. And I ended up leaving him for about 6 months.
How old were you then?
I was 15, and I went back.
Where did you go, home?
Back home. And I had a baby, went back home, and a childhood friend asked me out to the fair, and I told him yes, but then I chickened out. I told him I couldn't do it. I felt like it was cheating, and I couldn't do it.
Did you all come back together later?
Yes, we got back together.
What age?
16, I guess
Okay.
it was, and we ended up having Michelle.
Okay.
And he calls her Jeff all the time.
Called her what?
Jeff.
He wanted a
That's
boy or
the
something?
childhood friend that I went out with.
That ain't right.
No. No. Makes her cry all the time.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Yeah. And then it wasn't long after that, 14 months later, I had Angie. And he says she belongs to his brother Chuck, so he calls her Chuck. So I just need closure on this.
And did they know he was saying this stuff?
Yeah, Jeff got a hold of me through Facebook.
You should have got a hold of him.
Yeah, well, he's the one got a hold of Jeff. And told Jeff, you got a daughter.
Okay, so there was a question as to, that's the whole crux of what you're saying, is
yeah.
he questions both paternities?
Both
Okay, I thought
paternities.
perhaps it was one. It's
No, both of them.
Plaintiff Donna Gowen and her daughters Michelle Wallace and Angela Gasparic petitioned the court for a DNA test because the defendant denies paternity of both Michelle and Angela.
And you all were together how long again? What
11
years were
years.
you together?
11 years.
From starting when again?
1975.
75 to 91, is that?
86.
86, yeah, that's why. So I had you with that you don't have your calculator.
I ran out of batteries. I got to get a new one.
Somebody sent us a photo, said you didn't need your calculator.
I need it.
I'm gonna have them go back and get a portrait of you and myself that someone painted.
Bring it in the studio.
And you have your calculator,
Yeah.
and people said you didn't need it.
That's great.
But then, as you do so, bring the results.
You got it.
I'll continue with them in the meantime. But I want the audience to see that picture. Let me hear from you.
Well, I'm not disputing all this, Your Honor, but some things just didn't add up. First of all, yeah, we got married real young, like she said, and we had separated that January of '79, and I went back down there, and actually in September, she was really anxious to get back with me. She kept calling, wouldn't stop calling, wanted me to come down there, so I did. When I got through the door, she was wanting to have sex. And I said, well, I thought, man, this kind of unusual. And then
It's unusual for women to want to have sex with you?
well, I mean, so soon. I only got through the door.
Okay.
But so we did her thing, you know, and then she told me later that she had seen this Jeff guy she's talking about.
Just saw him in the street, you said.
Well, she told me that he had came here and she had ran him off.
He came to date her and she
yeah,
said no?
but she said then she ran him off. But I don't know, when we got back up to Northern Ohio, where I'm from, it wasn't very long, she told me she was pregnant. I said, well, that's awful soon. And she started showing awful soon. And my mom had said that one thing she didn't understand, how come she didn't know when she was going to have her? You know? And, you know, it just made everybody wonder.
What about the next time?
Well, the next one, the other girl, Angie here, she's just got so many similarities like my older brother. She's drugs, rage, anger, I mean, extreme anger. Just like my older brother
Yeah,
was.
you keep calling that man's name, I would too.
Well, the DNA. Well, it's just best to get this out in the open. We'll get the DNA test done. Everybody might think I'm a pig. Oh well, yeah, we'll find this one way to find out who's right and who's wrong. I'm not disputing so much with Angie. Michelle's the one I'm really more, you know, the skeptical of.
So we want to find out paternity. And have you served as a father to these two young ladies?
No.
No?
No.
Has he played support for them? Has he
Yes,
provided
he supported
financial
them
support?
financially.
Yeah.
The first probably 12 years of their life, he was in it.
Emotionally, no.
But after that, he wasn't emotionally in their life or.
After 12 years, he had been in first 12. So he got some new woman that
Yes,
that separated him
he's
from
been
his
married
children.
3 or 4 times. I'm not.
He's been married 3 or 4.
He's got what, 8 or 9 kids, Ron?
7.
7.
You take care of all your children,
Yes,
sir?
I have.
Financially?
I try to raise them upright. But there's some other things I can get into. I don't know if they want to hear this or not.
Well, it might be
They're
because
making me all look bad.
One of the things that children need are fine examples of mothers and fathers.
Well, yeah,
and
I understand
they need direction, they need counsel, and they need assistance. And it sounds like you stopped giving that
Well,
for some years now. And so I question you as to why. Sounds like you were a decent dad up until you got a new woman that told you couldn't go see your other daughters. You got a new woman that runs your life, tells you what to do.
No.
Don't be no sucker for no woman.
No. But
For anybody.
She should have told you that also we made agreement in divorce that I took Paula, which was the oldest daughter, and I lost her a year and a half ago to drugs.
In his house.
Quiet.
And she also took the other 2 daughters, and she made the agreement. She's the one that came up with the idea. I didn't. If you pay child support, I might pay you no child support, and you'll pay me no support.
Plaintiff Donna Goen and her daughters Michelle Wallace and Angela Gasparic petitioned the court for a DNA test because the defendant denies paternity of both Michelle and Angela.
We're not hearing a lot of financial issues. We're talking about since they were 12, you stopped associating with them.
No, I just take these girls every summer. They can tell you that. When I got married, my second wife.
Yeah, but this third one is the one that cut you off, told you don't see him no more. Isn't it?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
The third wife. You have so many you lost count.
The last one.
What did he say?
He said, oh, the last one.
He said, oh, the last.
She don't want to be around drug addicts. She don't want to be around drug addicts, bad people, and that's exactly what they are. They've been on heroin, they've been on, you name it, they've done it. Crack, I don't care what it is.
I have 7 years, thank you.
My oldest daughter,
7 years. And I have 9
bath
years
salts,
clean.
and I told him I don't want this junk in my home. But it just never. I still wouldn't even trust them in my house for 5 minutes. Either one of them.
We'd both take a drug test today, Your Honor, if you have a copy.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
If that's available right now.
They're on them Suboxone strips right now. They were. Yep.
Doctor prescribed.
Yep. They've shot up dope in my
Get 'em
house.
off.
Every one of them has. Well,
Get
my
'em
oldest
off.
daughter actually
Mama
got.
too?
Huh?
Mama has?
No, not Donna.
Oh.
Not the one. No, not hers. She's not bad for. She wasn't real bad for drugs when we were young, and I never did do no drugs. I didn't understand where they got this from.
You drink a lot
That's
of
why
alcohol.
I thought Angie was more might belong to my older brother, because he did everything that was out there. My older brother I'm talking about.
Drug addict?
Drug addict. He died of drugs. He was only 51 years old. He OD'd on heroin, and she was on it. You name it, pretty much, she's done it also. They've had old sugar daddies. They brought sugar daddies to my house. I'd be upstairs. Their husband would be in one bedroom, hid in the other, and they'd be downstairs with their old sugar daddy. And I was such a bad father.
I knew he was going to do this.
I knew he was too.
She left. I mean, she was the one who wanted a divorce, you know. We got these girls who got divorced. They were young, and I think that's what messed them up a lot. Did she also tell you she left me for a woman, and she's married to a woman right now? Mm-hmm. And everybody thinks I'm such a pig. But this little Filipino woman, this last one I was married to, like I said, she didn't want to be around drug addicts and bad people. And I don't blame her, and I don't either.
The mail order bride you're talking about?
She said she was a mail order bride. Is that?
Well, what the hell? What's it matter?
How old were your daughters when you all divorced?
How old were they?
Do you know, ma'am, how old your daughters?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. They weren't too affected.
No, they weren't very old. No.
Well, they
Paula
weren't
was
that
old.
affected at 2 or 3. They couldn't even remember that. I'm going to leave that
he's
nonsense
crazy.
alone. You have the results, and I'm sure
I'm trying to-
that these ladies are your daughters. We're going to
Well,
get the results.
they
You're
could-
just upset and angry.
She
You
wants to
already
say
have it. You've
something.
already
Well, I
admitted
just
you
feel like I
know
want to get this
Angie
out.
is.
You know?
Can I speak, Your Honor?
Yes, ma'am.
And I feel like I should
yes,
get it
ma'am.
out.
My father has been denying me since I was 16 years old.
Well, we're going to find out right now.
And I think that's a lot of my drug use started because I didn't feel like I was wanted because I had blonde hair.
Well, one other thing, Don,
Be quiet. So it's totally understandable.
But I've been
so,
clean, Your Honor, for 10 years.
She got so much
7
toward me
years.
because I
Because
won't
he's
let
been
her
out
move
of my
back to
life.
my house so she can do drugs, and live there, get free rent, and do the debt and bring
You
drugs to
can't
my house.
speak
That's
right
not
now.
happening.
Don't
Nobody's
speak.
going to come
Be
to my house.
quiet. Now, you don't want me to start barking at you now. Just lighten this up a little bit. I mean, so,
I didn't know if you want to see it.
for your calculator.
That was great.
A gentleman named Don Howard
Awesome. I gotta
sent
get a
this
copy
to
of that.
us. Yeah, we certainly have one for you. I
Oh,
was
that'd
going to
be
surprise you with it.
Yeah,
but
that's awesome.
We don't want surprises today, and we don't have any
Please.
surprises today. Both of those are your daughters. Now get out of here with that
I'm mainly happy she's got some closure because it was mainly about her. It's always been about her and denying her. But I don't think it's going to change anything.
No, it's
It
not.
ain't- It's not
I'm
going to change
the
nothing.
same way. I'm happy with the results because I know I never cheated on the man, so there was no reason for her not to be his child.
Like I said, I don't want anything else to do with her because I'm not going to let anybody just sit back and bring drugs to my house and say things about my wife and make some. She's never done anything.
Your wife won't let your kids in your house.
She don't want to do them because they're trash. That's why. They're trash.
Listen to you.
Trash.
Listen to you.